Welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. We would really appreciate if you could recommend us to your friends and family as well as share information on social media. My name is Artem and here is the news. For 195 days, Ukraine defended itself against the Russian invasion. The International Atomic Energy Agency released its report after the visit to the Russian-occupied Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, reports Interfax Ukraine. The agency states that it is ready to urgently start consultations on the establishment of a nuclear safety and security protection zone of the power plant. The mission confirmed that Russia has deployed military personnel, vehicles and equipment in different places of the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. The agency's mission also recorded the presence of the Rosatom expert group, which is the Russian state nuclear energy company. The International Atomic Energy Agency considers that the presence of Rosatom senior technical staff could lead to interference with the normal lines of operational command or authority and create potential frictions when it comes to decision-making. The mission witnessed the shelling in the area, in particular on September 3rd, and observed damage in various places, including near the reactor buildings, caused by the operation of military equipment. The agency called for the need to avoid the shelling endangering the safety and security of the nuclear power plant, but without specifying who is conducting those shellings. Ukraine's authorities previously claimed that Russia shelled the area of the nuclear power plant to intimidate Ukraine. The agency's mission stressed that military equipment present on site and military fire exchanges occurring in close proximity to vital areas undermine the designed physical protection system of the plant. In his evening video address, President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky said he is interested in the International Atomic Energy Agency's proposal to create a protection zone at the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant, but only if it means to demilitarize the territory of the plant. Zelensky believes that the agency needs a much broader mandate for its actions to force Russia to demilitarize the territory of the nuclear power plant and return full control to Ukraine. The European Commission proposed to fully suspend the EU's visa facilitation agreement with Russia, reports Slovo i Dilo. In its statement, the European Commission said that a country like Russia waging a war of aggression should not qualify for visa facilitations. According to it, Russian citizens will no longer enjoy privileged access to the EU and face a lengthier, more expensive and more difficult visa application procedure. In practice, Russian applicants will face a higher visa fee, which will increase from 35 to 80 euros for all applicants. The processing time will increase as well. The standard deadline for consulates to take a decision on visa applications will increase from 10 to 15 days. This period may be extended up to a maximum of 45 days in individual cases, when further scrutiny of the application is needed. Volodymyr Zelensky welcomed this decision, saying that even if it's not yet a complete visa ban, it already demonstrates to the citizens of Russia that they bear a certain moral responsibility for their state's aggression against Ukraine and the whole of Europe. The General Staff of Ukraine informs that Ukrainian forces successfully repelled enemy offensive attempts in the areas of Solidar, Zaitsevo, Shakhta Butivka and Spartak in the Donetsk region, reports Unian. Air Defense Forces shot down a Su-25 aircraft, a Ka-52 helicopter, an unmanned aerial vehicle and 5 Ha-101 cruise missiles. The Air Force of Ukraine carried out more than 27 strikes against the Russian troops. According to the General Staff, Russian private military companies operating in the temporarily occupied territories, in particular in the settlement of Alexandrivka, Kharkiv region, are experiencing significant losses. Individual units count more than 40% seriously wounded and killed. The US Institute for the Study of War informs that Russian forces conducted a counterattack in the Kharkiv region near the important town of Balaklia, reports Ukrainska Pravda. According to the experts, Ukrainian troops have likely driven Russian forces back to the left bank of Siversky Donets River, liberating the settlement of Verbivka. The experts believe that the reason for Ukraine's successes are Russia's deployment of forces from Kharkiv and eastern Ukraine to Ukraine's south. The car of the Russian commandant of the city of Berdyansk, South Ukraine, Artem Bardin, was blown up yesterday, reports Interfax Ukraine. Bardin, who was collaborating with the Russian authorities, was seriously injured and hospitalized. The Queen appointed Liz Truss new British Prime Minister instead of Boris Johnson, reports Zaporizhia. First phone call Truss made to a foreign leader was to President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky. Zelensky said that they discussed the UK participation in the recovery of Ukraine and coordinated further pressure on Russia. The President of Ukraine invited Truss to visit the country. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky virtually rang the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange yesterday, inviting businesses around the world to invest in Ukraine's future, reports TSN-UA. At the same time, the Ukrainian government launched the portal AdvantageUkraine.com that presents hundreds of investment opportunities of over $400 billion and highlights current and future projects to attract foreign direct investment. It says that Ukraine is already a leader in the science and technology sector and plans to grow by offering a well-educated English-speaking workforce with in-demand STEM capabilities. Our Patreon supporters get access to a cool new series on wartime life in Ukraine. To join the club, follow the link in the description below. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine. Thank you.